Now welcome to another edition of News from Naboo with Orsling Takes. And let's get right to the news.
All right, we're going to start out with some Bad Batch. And I don't mean cookies.
Oh, jeez. It's because cookie making is next weekend around here.
Yes, my parents are coming for cookie making. We do it every Christmas season thing.
Yes.
Yes. Elaborate cutouts.
It's a very elaborate process.
Yes, in which my dad always makes cookies that look like monsters and don't look like what they're supposed to be. It's great fun.
We'll have to post some pictures.
Yeah, I'll have to see if I've got some on my computer. I don't have some
from
on my
years
phone.
past, I suppose. Yeah, we don't have to wait for this year's batch. Bad
Though,
batch of
let me know in the
cookies.
comments if you need me to show off this year's batch.
You do make... I make some Star Wars ones, too. We all make some.
We kind of sneak a few Star Wars
I try
symbol-y
to.
type things in there. We try.
Anyway.
On to important stuff here. Bad Batch, the head writer and executive producer, Jennifer Corbett, are signaling that post-production might be done on Season 3, the final season.
Release it to the masses. We need some Star Wars.
Well, it's funny. We've heard nothing. We have heard nothing since late June when the actress who portrays Omega, Michelle Ang, posted a picture of the crew gif, which I've got up on the screen. It was a little helmet thing.
Little helmet thing?
Little helmet thing. Yes, and so late June of 2023, this year, they were finished with the voice actors, and it's just kind of been in production all this time.
Post-production, but yeah. Right?
Yes, all that good stuff.
Or whatever it's called in animation. It's like, I don't know if that's like post-production necessarily in animation. It's just the animation, right?
They still call it post-production.
All right. I don't know what like the technical, because I mean that's like the production. It's not
Well, they're
like
still producing it.
postly.
Oh, boy. Anyway, the executive producer and head writer, Jennifer Corbett, posted to X, kind of showing an image of her standing next to the supervising director and the sound designer and somebody else who's on the Bad Batch team, and they're all, like, celebrating. You know, the caption was, "Toasting the final mix session for the Bad Batch. What a pleasure to watch Dave and Collins and team in action. Can't wait for you all to see what's in store for the final season."
So with other recent news about things potentially pushed back, do we think Bad Batch is like next sometime early winter here?
Maybe?
Or early next year, I should say, because it's kind of...
It's still winter.
It's not technically winter yet. Where we live, it feels like it,
It's
but technically... I mean, it technically is like the 21st, but yeah.
But no, maybe we are getting this next. I mean, this is kind of showing the world that they're just about finished. So why not give us something?
Yeah.
We've got the Star Wars itch.
Well, we heard the rumor like that an announcement of some kind was coming, right?
Yes, that sometime this month we could be getting some Star Wars news. Nice. I should phrase all my stuff that way.
Sometime, possibly, maybe.
Perhaps.
Could perhaps get an announcement.
It's questionable, but maybe.
Yes. There's a 100% chance that there's a 50% chance that an announcement will possibly be made.
I believe that 100% of 50% of the time. Okay.
All right, yep.
We're
one of those days, isn't it?
Yeah, I've had a long day.
When don't you have long days?
When I get to... I don't know.
I thought you were going to say something like dark, like when I die, I'll get to sleep or something. I don't know.
It's the only time. All right, let's move on to another story I found. This one I thought was very fun and interesting. Takashi Yamazaki, who is the director of Godzilla Minus One, wants to make a Star Wars film. Bum, bum, bum.
I haven't seen it yet.
No,
I think we might be seeing it really soon, though, right?
You said we might be seeing it Monday, which is today.
Yes.
We're recording this on
actually,
Sunday, so
night, yeah.
We'll see if that happens.
I know, now the
or
pressure's
if there'll
on.
be an angry Naboo who hasn't gotten her Godzilla fix.
Well, you got your fix from the trailer today, the other Godzilla franchise.
The Godzilla New
Team
Empire.
Up.
Yeah, Godzilla,
Team
Kong.
Movie, yeah.
That they have somehow become action heroes. It's a little awkward in the trailer. I'm going to have to wait and see more.
It doesn't look bad. It looks different. It looks like they've kind of... there's a departure from what the MonsterVerse here used to be a little bit.
Well, we know in the last movie for Godzilla that they ended up going into the Hollow Earth because that's where, like, we found out that the kaiju all live. That's where they're from. And Kong kind of looked around, but he couldn't find his people.
It looks like he's finding them.
He's finding... Well, I don't think they're the same kind of ape as he.
No, they look different. But
they look more like orangutangy. They're orange. I don't know.
Tangy?
Yeah.
Orangutangy.
Orangutangy. They were definitely more orange. So how much time has passed then from the last movie that now we're discovering
I don't know.
a whole nother tribe of giant monkeys? Just saying, the girl had time to, like, cut her hair off and dye it.
Oh, yeah, one of the main ones from the previous movie. I don't remember what her name
But that's not what we're talking about.
I know, yes.
We were talking about the Godzilla Minus One.
Well, until I see the movie, which I've heard very, very positive things about, I don't know that I can make any kind of definitive statement about whether I like this idea or not, but...
Well, Takashi said, I watched Star Wars, and that's how I ended up becoming a filmmaker. I'm really hoping I will get a call and they will bring me on Star Wars. I think a more Japanese or even just Eastern take on Star Wars would be really, really interesting, so I hope they call me up.
Well, I mean, we do have visions, not to discredit what he's saying here or anything like that, but, I mean, it is heavily influenced from Eastern culture.
Mm-hmm.
Hidden Fortress.
I mean, Godzilla Minus One has even received high praise from Rogue One's director, Gareth Edwards. He's the one who also made 2014's Godzilla for Warner Brothers and Legendary. Edwards says that Godzilla Minus One must be mentioned as a candidate for the best Godzilla movie of all time.
Wow.
And claimed that it represented what the franchise should be.
Consider he made one. That's quite a praise, yeah.
On like the Rotten Tomatoes, it had like a 97% approval, which was just ahead of the original, the 1954, which is at 93%. 2016's Shin Godzilla was at 86%. Shin Godzilla was the previous Japanese Godzilla film. Yeah. That's why you don't know what it is.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like I said, like Kurosawa, there's obviously a ton of Eastern influence in Star Wars. Mm-hmm. George Lucas has acknowledged this, so...
Yes, he has.
Assuming this movie is as good as I think it's going to be, and if he's been inspired by Star Wars, I mean, well, we'll see.
What if they just make Godzilla in Star Wars?
We already have that.
That's no moon.
That's a Zillow beast.
Godzilla!
Oh, we already have kaiju and stuff in Star Wars. Let's not forget that is a thing. And they came back and we're tying it all together because we did see it again in Bad Batch.
Oh, you're right. We even had Mecha Godzilla was in Bad Batch, right?
Oh God, we had that too, didn't we?
So they had the
yes.
thing that looked like it was from.
Oh my goodness! Yes.
Video, oh my gosh, I can't think of the video. New Horizon, where they had the long neck walking.
Oh, I know what you're
laser
talking about.
death thing in the Bad Batch.
Yeah.
It looked like the thing from the video game, PlayStation exclusive.
Oh, I know what you're... Forbidden West.
There we
what
go.
Is that called?
The Forbidden West series.
I don't think that's what the series is called.
No, probably
God,
not. But everyone knows what we're talking about, I'm sure.
Some people do, others don't.
If you don't, I'm sorry, because we apparently don't either.
Yeah.
Either way, I'd like to see him.
Horizon? Is that what the series? Oh, we're terrible. We're terrible right now. We're butchering it.
Whatever. I've had a long day. I've already made my excuse.
You're going to put some pictures on the screen. You'll put
no,
the
I'm
title
not.
Up there.
I've had a day. And this may not be the best edited video of all time.
But no, cool idea, I think. Just assuming this movie is as good as people say, and he's a Star Wars fan. If he became a filmmaker because he loves Star Wars, that is a big, big plus.
Mm-hmm. Next, let's finish this off as we do on Mondays with New This Week in Star Wars, etc. On Tuesday, we have some excitement coming. Something Thor doesn't even know I ordered already.
That happens a lot around here.
Star Wars Dawn of the Rebellion, the visual guide. Yes, we have a new reference book.
Oh.
But what makes this reference book interesting, and the reason I got it, because I'm the reference person here, this is going to look at the rise of the rebellion from the prequel trilogy through Obi-Wan Kenobi, Andor, and Rogue One, leading up to the original trilogy.
So glad it goes through Kenobi.
Of course it does. I'm curious if they'll try and retcon or problem solve in the book. In the visual book.
There's a saying, all roads lead to the sequel trilogy, which is, obviously people who don't like the sequels kind of say that, but all roads go through Kenobi. Should also be a saying.
Because you could not watch that and be just fine.
Yeah, you could. Actually, I like how you think.
Just like previously, you could just stop before the sequels happen and you're still okay.
Yeah.
Your road doesn't have to lead there if you just don't watch it.
Yes, I like it.
I'm interested mainly because I'm curious what kind of factual details, any new tidbits we could get for Andor. Maybe some tidbits that could lead into some Season 2 information.
You're being very optimistic.
Sometimes they drop little tiny, there were little tiny pieces in the other dictionaries that I know I pulled out when Andor was going to be coming out, premiering, about some of the aliases he used to use. One of them was actually Clem, which turned out to be the name of his adopted father.
Yeah.
Which was kind of beautiful. Though some of that information they totally kind of retcon out of the series.
Yep. So there's that too.
I'm interested
flip.
nonetheless. This, though, coming out after those projects, means that it could do some back work to try and fix Kenobi, or just give you some additional information that could be helpful, more things that could link Andor to Rogue One. Anything that I can find, I'll be interested in.
Yeah, you'll report back.
I'm not a robot. All right.
You're a droid, not a robot.
Wednesday for comics, Star Wars 41.
Dark Droids continues.
Yeah. For some reason, that needs to be...
over.
Yeah.
I don't know why they went all in on this.
We're also getting Dark Droids D Squad, number 4. The squad that R2 is in. I don't know. Can't they just make the whole book in binary so I don't have to look at it? I'm sorry. The comics, they started out, I thought, pretty good. And then now they're covering every moment of every day and making these events that you're like, why wasn't... What?
Well, yeah.
Wait, well, huh?
Yes,
Did I just read that? Yeah.
Yes, that you've nailed it. Every moment of every day has now been covered by the comic books, and it just gets kind of ridiculous.
I mean, if you thought it was funny that we had to watch Cyril Karn eat breakfast, wait till you watch Luke take a dump.
What?
You said they covered every moment.
Oh my God. Well, we're wrapping this one up.
No.
I know. This is what happens when we record when you're tired. This is what happens. This is a family-friendly show.
I was up till 2:30 in the morning.
This is a family-friendly show. We don't talk about...
I have been busy all day.
Jeez. Hopefully nobody made it this far. Hopefully people check out at New This Week in Star Wars.
Is voice chat this week.
Yes,
it's moving back to the original Thor's Day.
Yes.
Of which it came from.
From whence it came, yes.
Back to the belly of the beast.
What? You're done.
Hopefully I'll have seen Godzilla by then, or Thor will meet the couch.
Yeah, if I'm not in voice chat Thursday night, it's because I was eliminated.
And the only thing that will be in voice chat is me making Godzilla noises.
That could be fun, too.
No, I'll drive everybody from the chat. No matter how you try to make it quieter, I will just get louder.
You will, too.
Speakers beware. So, Thor, you better have taken me to the movie.
I better have, yes.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's going to be all we got for you this time. Now it is your turn to take to the comments below and tell us what you think of any and all of today's news. And let's talk some Star Wars and some Godzilla. And until next time, thanks for watching.